Hello everyone, this is Jella and welcome back to my channel. We are back in our No Gamepass Filipino Town and so excited to continue this town. As I have mentioned in the previous video, there is still no summer update, so I won't be able to finish up the Beach Town series. So right now we will make the part 2 of our Filipino town. And as per request, we will be adding Jollibee in our Filipino town. Originally, I made the layout of this town and shared with you guys. So this is just a small little town, but it would be a lot of fun adding Jollibee here because Jollibee is the #1 fast food chain in the Philippines. And what more can we add in this town than having Jollibee, right? So I made the exception of adding this large franchise in front of the town. If you have watched the town layout video, the part 1, this area is supposed to be the wet market or palengke, and there is a house at the back. So since we will add the Jollibee in this area, I will be moving the wet market at the back. So this will be the wet market. The house over here will be removed, and it is alright since we still have 4 houses left to build. Anyways, this will only be a small Jollibee franchise. I may or may not build a Jollibee next time in a future video, so let's see. And just to show you guys, we are in my other account with No Gamepass. So if you like to build this Filipino town as well, you won't have a problem without the game passes. Before we start building, our plot value so far is $31,544. So let's see at the end how much the Jollibee will cost us. So let's start by making a layout. I am using an 8x8 square tiles, but if you are building this with a much larger plot, you may make this larger and wider. A lot of Jollibee franchise today have a modern exterior design, so we will try making Jollibee a modern look. Let's add the famous tall red landmark by using a flat roof and raise the height to your liking. So we will have 3 logos on this tall wall. This is usually colored red, and I am using the maroon color so it won't look too bright. I like dull colors on builds, so we will just color the wall on the side as well. Now let's add another flat roof in front, and this will be the entrance door. Since our restaurant is small, we will only use 1 door for the entrance and exit. I am adding the main roof, and again we are using the flat roof, but this time we will make this a bit higher than the front one and extend it a few more. Now for the other sides, we will just add the low flat roof. For the front area, since it is a modern design, we will use concrete walls and color it to dark gray. And on this side wall, we can use a shade of brown and use this new texture from the latest update. For the main entrance, of course, we will use the all-time favorite commercial door. And I am quite not sure if I should color it light or dark. As for the roof, I was also unsure about this, and I just copied the color of the front walls. But I did change it at the end. Same texture to concrete, just turned it to white. And I thought the windows and door would look great if I turn it to black frame. So I changed it to black. And I am just adding a few more windows on the side, which will be the seating area. I added the partitions, and the small area on the left is the common restroom, and the room on the right will be the small kitchen. I am just coloring all the walls to lily white and see later what color I should make it. I am adding a wooden pillars to make this an accent wall. A lot of modern designs have a combination of concrete walls and wooden pillars or wooden walls. As for the flooring, I did use both the floors of the main dining and the toilet area the same, and I am using this big square tiles and colored it to white. Let's add our Jollibee logo on the tall walls, and I will be using this circular wall sign. This is perfect for restaurants or fast food chains or any food business. I'm just adding this exit sign on the main door. I think these walls are plain, so I am adding wall trims and colored it the same as the wooden wall. But I deleted most of the wall trims later when I colored the walls. Going back to the exterior, I just added a flooring on the front and edges. And then add a few landscape in front, because we won't add any inside. As much as I wanted to add plants inside, fast food chains do not have plants for decorations. And I don't know why. I'm just moving this street lights on the alley side. And for the mat by the entrance, I am adding this commercial mat. Now let's move inside, and I don't know how should I start it, so let's just make the counter area first. I think 2 counters side by side fits, so we will use the plain counter. And I will recolor the base side to wooden later on. So the counter that is on the wall will be for the drinks and food prepping station as well. I can't use the paintings because it is too big, so we will use the framed painting for the menu board. And I'm just placing 4 on the very top because I will add a large open window on the middle for the kitchen to place food by the counter. I also recolored the counter wall to gray concrete. And for the small section on the right side, I made it color maroon, the same with the exterior wall. So this will be the color themes for our build. I wanted to color up the end of colors by adding a pillar, but I moved it on the counter wall to give the counter a bit more design. It was too white, so I changed it the same texture and color from the wall. As for the cashier area, I don't have many Bloxburg, so I won't purchase the cash registers. Instead, I always use the toy cash register and recolor it to gray to make it look like a real one. Then add a frame in front as a screen monitor. I placed it in a mat so it can be copyable. I also added another plain mat on the side for the orders to be placed. And there we have 2 cash registers. I'm just adding a few things over the counter like the napkin, some takeaway bags, and food trays. And I am adding this mat on this counter for food prep and design. I am moving the window to give way for the drinks area. And let's do the kitchen first. Of course, we need a commercial cooktop, a deep fryer, and a counter to prep. But because our kitchen is quite small, we will just have 1 counter. And by adding a fridge, it consumes most of the space. So we will place the fridge to the furthest area and add a large sink to wash the dishes and pans. And we will move the deep fryer to the left and place the counter near the fridge. I think this is a better option, so when the chef gets an ingredient from the fridge, the counter is right next to it. I added kitchen essentials like utensils, paper towel, condiments, and spice. We will add shelves to this wall so that our oil bottles, some takeaway bags, and a few more things can be placed without looking too cramped. We will color this wall the same as the concrete wall and for the other parts a maroon. And I am just adding a vent above so I won't forget later. I added some box of ingredients: paper towel, soap dispenser, and a dish rack. I'm adding a chopping board here where we will be slicing a beef cut for the burger patty we will serve. And I am using the transform tool for pillows for free. I already placed the items I will be using so I won't forget. So on the side, we will be adding our drink machine. We have an in-game fountain drinks machine, but it costs Bloxburg and it needs a higher level to be unlocked. So we will make a custom drink machine by using basic shapes. And this is quite difficult to place items near each other without the advanced placing Gamepass. So we will be using 2 basic shapes and the top one indented out to front. Now we will use a taped photograph for the soda drinks. And to place the items near each other, we will use the hack we have been doing. Delete the first item, and then adjust the second item to where you like it to be. Before clicking it, press Ctrl-Z and left-click place at the same time the second item. If it doesn't work at first try, do it all over again. Let's add a button notch, and we will use the hook. And we will add a vent below because soda machines have this bottom part for drinks that overflows. I will be placing a fountain drink later on. And I don't know why I added this part. I just wanted a few more detail, but there was no purpose for this hee-hee. We will only place 1 condiment dispenser on the front counter and 1 by the kitchen. And we have a lot of ketchup bottles here. We will make this wall maroon as well and delete the wall trims we added earlier. Now for this area, we will place a condiment counter over here. We will make this an accent wall again and use the wooden pillars. Then we can place our Jollibee logo on the middle. For the counters, we will use the wall-mounted counter, and since it is big, I am always using the hack to fit things through. This area is also for placing trays, some more straws, and gravy pumps. So what we love about Jollibee is chicken joy with gravy. So we have this area where get a lot of gravy and sometimes fill the plate that it looks like a soup. I super love Jollibee, and that is why I made my name Jollibee. I'm just adding a pillar here so that the wall color ending to a different color will not be awkward looking. And whenever you go to Jollibee, there is always a big painting advertisement, so we will place the large painting on this plain wall. For the kitchen door, we will use the commercial swinging door that is made for fast food kitchens. And I just changed the colors of the wall. I will also add a pin board here to place the order tickets. I'm also adding the rubber mat on the kitchen and a trash bin on the side too. I'm also adding a shelf above the kitchen sink for the clean cups and dishes. Also finishing up the vent ducts we added above earlier. And I will just add a small window for natural light to pass through inside. Moving outside the kitchen is the hand washing area. This is just a simple area and I used the wall-mounted sink. And I added this tray storage and a trash bin on the side. I also added the automatic soap dispenser and hand dryer on the side. And used this industrial mirror. Now moving to the common restroom. I used the same tiles and copied the wall textures from the other walls. Most fast food chains in the Philippines only has one restroom, and it is a common toilet for everyone to use. So we will add a safety handrail on the side too. But to my disappointment, I cannot place the horizontal bar, so we will just use this vertical one. I copied the sink from outside and added it inside the toilet as well. Because we already have a hand dryer, I will delete the paper towel. Let's be honest, most toilets here don't even have toilet papers. Anyways, I'm just adding this caution over here because the toilet floor sometimes gets wet. And I'm just adding a small window above as well. Now let's move to the dining area, and I was going to use the booths we have, but the double seats were too long. So we are gonna use the single booths instead. I'm changing the direction of the seats because I was hoping I could fit 2 booths on the side, but it won't fit as I expected. I guess this is a better option and we can still put 2 booths beside each other. I changed the color of the tables later on because black was too dark. If you have difficulty making the tables close to the chair, I always did the delete hack and undo later on. Anyways, I plan on using round ottomans as well because this is a chair common in Jollibee or any fast food chain in the Philippines. Although not all the chairs are ottomans, but most of it. As for this table in the middle part, we are going to use ottomans and some diner chairs. I also recolored the chair to red because it is the signature color of Jollibee. We only have a few seatings, so I thought of adding one last table by the counter side. And I just moved the trash bins, but the people who are gonna sit on this table might have to adjust getting walked by. And so I added another spill over here. Maybe someone accidentally spilled their cup of water. And let's not forget the lighting over here. So I am just gonna use the industrial ceiling light. And for other parts that are still a little bit dark, I am using the simple ceiling light we always use. And let's just add a bit of posters and ads on the walls. Before I forget, I have this side empty. So I am just gonna add here the garbage space for the restaurant. And I'm just moving this other rubber mat inside, leaving one on each end. And we're finally done with our No Gamepass Jollibee restaurant. Before I give you guys a tour, I should probably wear the right outfit. Hold on a sec. Hello, jolly morning. My name is Jella and welcome to Jollibee. What can I get you today? Hehe. This is so cute. I am wearing a Jollibee crew uniform. If you guys want to also wear this, I added the codes on the description box. Anyways, let me give you guys a tour of our Jollibee in my own town. So this is a simple one, small, but everything is ready and available. Here is an overview look. And if you guys are wondering, I did change the color of the main roof to institutional white. The gray roof was too dark looking for me. And that is the garbage area we made earlier. This is still quite neat. So let's head inside and tour you around. Welcome to Jollibee. Our Jollibee is quite small, but we sure did use a good amount of space and did not look cramped. There is still a lot of walking space. So over here is the ordering counter. So this photo that I added is about enjoying Christmas while having Jollibee foods. I still added it even though it's summer. So we have 2 cashier lanes, and this one is for the dine-in customers, and the other one is a takeout counter. So we have a few seating near the counter area. And we have a poster out on this wall. We are actually hiring. See, we are in need of employees, hehe. And on this side is where the condiments are, specifically the gravy pump. Filipinos love chicken and gravy and rice. We also put the trays here. There is also a mix and match combos you can try, and it is very affordable too. Anyways, so sorry for the mess over here. I spilled a lot of water earlier. We have the seating or dining area on the side. So this table ordered a burger champ and chicken joy with a side of fries and cola float. I actually wish Bloxburg will have more food options like a bucket of fried chicken or just fried chicken. And over here they order Jolly Spaghetti and Jolly Hot Dog with chicken joy as well. So going inside the counters, this is how it looks like. And again, I always use the toy cash register because I don't have a lot of Blockbucks to buy cash registers each time. So I also used a frame to make a screen monitor. So on the other counter is the takeout lane, and their orders are ready to be picked up in a takeaway bag. So we have 4 menu boards up on the wall. We also have promos shown. And this machine that we custom made earlier is a fountain drink machine. We have Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola, and Fanta. I just searched up in the free images search bar. The menus are also from the search bar. I didn't upload a menu decal. Anyways, that is our drinks area. We have the cups over there. And I just placed food tray over here. So this is where the freshly cooked chicken is placed. And this open window is for the orders to be placed right on the counter straight from the kitchen. So here we have the hand washing area, accessible to all, and we have the tray container on the side as well. Moving to our small kitchen, so we have the deep fryer and commercial stove and cooktop, and a small counter space for chopping and prepping on the side. So this may not look like anything, but it is a beef ready to be sliced and turned into burger patties. So we have the kitchen sink and refrigerator at the far back, and the order tickets on the wall. We also have a great ventilation using the ductworks. And lastly, our common toilet room. So we have a safety grab bar on the side. This is a clean toilet. Please don't mind a few wet areas. It's just water, promise. And that is the end of our Jollibee No Gamepass tour. Thank you guys so much for watching. So far, the plot value for our Filipino town is $80,013, and we spend almost $50K on the Jollibee restaurant. I need to start working again. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell so you won't miss the latest videos I upload. We are already 867 subscribers, nearing 1,000 subs. So make sure to help me reach this goal before summer ends. I don't know if there will be a summer update this week, but if there is, I will be uploading the beach town tour and end that series next week. But if there is still no update, I will continue to part 3 of the Filipino town next week. So we shall see. Anyways, have a wonderful day, afternoon, or night, guys. Bye-bye and see you on my next video.